Sunday, November 17th, 2024. Yep, back of the Dutch, and check this out. Still no snow. What's going on? But I can tell you, it is getting cold. It's -7, even though the sun is out, but it's windy. It probably feels like -10, -12. I figured I'd come out here today, and I got to finish that door. The door that I've been working on in the new shed. So I need to hang it, I need to put in the hinges and put plastic on it and have it done for the winter. So yeah, there it is. There's my shed. But check this out. Like, where is the snow? Last year at this time, I wouldn't have been able to stand here like this and look at the grass. There was a good, probably 40, 50 centimeters of snow. So almost 2 feet of snow. And yet, this year, where is it? Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta start. Actually, I'm gonna start the stove up today because right now, this hand is warm. I got it in the pocket, but my right hand, well, your left side, as you're watching, my right side as I'm holding, is getting cold because I'm not wearing gloves. And yeah, I'm gonna light the stove so that while I'm working on the door, when it gets cold, probably every 15 minutes, I'm gonna run in, warm up, and then go back to work. So that's it. All right, let's go to work. Light the stove. Okay, there it is. Got the fire going. And probably in about 15 or 20 minutes, the shop will start warming up. And now I can get to start working on hanging the door on the shed. This is actually pretty cool, watching the fire. I don't know, I can watch this for hours. Anyways, I gotta go to work, so let's go to work. Well, just my luck. Just as I was working and getting my door completed, I get a message on my phone. Actually, it's a message to all the people in this area that the power is being turned off. It's a common thing on the weekends. People are doing remodeling or construction or whatever, and they have to cut the power lines, or the power running through the lines. I don't know, it kind of boggles me why they have to cut the whole area out with power. But anyways, let me show you what I completed so far. I was just working away. I forgot to do my stages like I always do. I'm doing this or I'm doing this. I just started working away. Well, anyways, now that the power's out, I'm going to show you so far what I completed and what has to be done. Let's turn the camera around. Let's go take a look. Here it is. Here's my door. So I hung it. I put the hinges on, and I put the plastic on the frame. I got my little lock, and I started to put this around. And what I was just about to do was I was going to put some narrow, thinner pieces so that when I open up, it can actually open up further. Let's take a look here. So this is my little temporary piece, and it only allows me to open it up to about here. Okay, so I figured if I get a thinner piece on this side, I'll be able to open it up all the way. I also got this. I put this piece in so that when I close the door, it hits the back piece and it doesn't continue to follow through. So there it is. That's so far what I've got. But now that I've got no power, I gotta go to plan B. Okay, you're probably wondering, what is plan B? Well, plan B is, first let's turn the camera around. Let me show you. There it is, plan B, old school. I'm gonna use a handsaw. It's not that bad. It's just cutting a few of these thin strips right here. So it's not like I'm gonna be cutting anything thick. But there it is. I got plan B to continue working. I'm not going to stop and wait for the power to get turned on. I might as well keep going. So there's plan B. Well, that didn't take long. the power went on. How do I know when the power comes on? What I do is I leave the light switch on right there. And if I see that the light's on, I'm like, okay, the power's on in the community. So that didn't take much. I don't know. Here I was wondering, what am I going to do? And I had my saw ready, my hand saw, and I was going to start cutting. Well, back to using trusty Mad Max here to make my final cuts. All right, let's go to work. Let's make sure that the fire is stoked up and it's nice and warm. And let's continue working on that door. Let's finish that today. Okay, I am done with the door. It's all finished. Yeah, this wind is pretty cold. And even though it's sunny, there's the sun right there. Even though it's sunny, it's still pretty cold. Anyways, let's turn the camera around. I'll show you the door. Okay, here it is. I got the trim around it. It's all completed. And it is a nice, snug, look at that. There it is. And it opens up. Well, there it is. There's a little bit more that it could have probably went. But what I'm going to do is I'll probably hang a chain from here to kind of lock it so that maybe in the springtime, if I'm working and I want to have the door open. But I still have plans. I want to put siding on it in the springtime. This is just for now, just to keep it dry. Let's go inside, check this out. We want to close the door. Perfect. Perfect. It closes. It's very, very calm in here. No wind is coming in. No wind, no rain. All my lumber right here. It's going to be nice and dry right through the winter. And hopefully there won't be much of this lumber left. I'll be able to build something. I don't know what. Shelves. I don't know. Wishing wells. Maybe birdhouses. I have no idea. I'll keep myself busy. Okay, I still have a bit more time left. And I figured, well, maybe I will go into the forest and forage for some firewood. Why not? Why not? It's always good to have extra wood, even though I've got enough. But a little bit of a cleanup in the trees over there, and I'll see if I could find myself some wood. Well, our pond is starting to freeze over, so I'm not going to go out onto the pond, because a few days ago it was +3, +4 degrees, so it's only been frozen probably for a day or two. Anyways, look what we got here. Okay, this has been here for a while. And what I want to do is I want to see if I can pick up some of these branches. They're dead. Might as well take them and burn them. And at the same time, doing a bit of a cleanup. So I can get probably a few hours of heat out of this. Maybe I can cut the branches here with my little handsaw and drag them to Mad Max and chop them up into firewood. All right, let's go to work. So this is pretty easy going here because this branch has been, see, it's cracked off the tree and it's been here, oh, good year at least. So it's pretty dry and I'm using my little saw so I can cut it into two pieces. I'll cut it right there, and I'll cut it right there, and I'll probably cut those branches off, like that one and that one, and these ones down below right here, and just move everything to Mad Max and cut them up into firewood. So yeah, this is pretty cool that there's all this extra wood right here, and instead of it going to waste, I'll use it to heat my workshop. You know that saying, reduce, reuse, recycle, the 3 R's? Well, as I was walking from over there, from bringing the branches to the Mad Max, as I was walking over here, back to this little forest that's right behind me, I looked over and I saw something pretty cool. Guess what it is? It was sitting right over here. And I remember I actually was cleaning up. This was like a year and a half ago. I was just putting the metal over here, and I'm going to deal with it later. Well, sitting there was a door handle. Yeah, check that out. So I figured, hey, that door handle, I can put it onto my shed. So yeah, it looks very Charlie Brownish. I need some TLC, but I'll take it off this rotten piece of wood and I'll clean it up. Maybe I'll get some emery cloth on it and just run the screws through them, and there's the door handle. Cool. I'll have a door handle for my shed. Yeah, right there. It was picked up from my recycling material of the metal. All right, let's go back into the forest and see if we can get more firewood. Okay, I think I'm done for today here in this area. I took out a couple of these branches, and now that the sun has gone down, it's going to start getting cold. So, and I've noticed that as soon as the sun goes down, the temperature also starts to drop. So for today, I've got this cleaned up a little bit, and if I come back next time, whenever I do, and if there's no snow, I'll see if I can keep cutting this right here and start cleaning it up, and I'll run it through my stove. All right, let's go to Mad Max and let's cut up the rest of those branches. Here it is. Here are the branches that I cut up back there in the forest, and now I'm gonna cut the thick ones on the saw, and the small ones I could just by hand and put them into that pail right there. So any of these real small ones here, you just by hand break them off. That's a lot of firewood. Cool. Okay, I finished cutting up all the branches that were here. I ran them through Mad Max. Let's turn the camera around. Let me show you what I got. Well, here it is. It's not that much, but still, it's something. I have that basically right from that line up. And I got a wheelbarrow load, and I had probably about 3 buckets of the small stuff, and I've already used up 2 of them just from heating the shop. So I actually have more wood starting from the next time that I come than I had today. So that's pretty good. Okay, I gotta start cleaning up here. The sun has gone down and the wind is picking up. So I gotta clean up Mad Max here and put everything away. I'm happy that my door to my shed is finally done. So that's pretty cool. I even found that cool handle. That was cool. So I'm gonna see if I can get some emery cloth and just scrape off that rust that's on there. I don't know, make it look good. Maybe I'll get a can of black paint and paint it. Boom, 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 screw it in, and I'll have a nice handle. And of course, there was still time left over today. I got my firewood. All right, I gotta get going. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, and like I always say, paka paka.